Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com, and thank you so much for joining me today. I am really excited to share today's project with you. One of my favorite things to do each month is design my customer thank you cards and gift, and today I'm going to share with you my customer thank you card for the month of March that I created. Anyone who shopped with me during the month of March in my online Stampin' Up! Store will receive one of these handmade thank you cards from me during the month of April. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you so much for all of your support and choosing me. It means the world to me. I'm featuring for this project the Celebration stamp set What I Love, and I'm also featuring the Birthday Blossoms stamp set by Stampin' Up! And this stamp set is available in our current annual catalog. It's a really great stamp set. It has some beautiful images and birthday sentiments. So let me show you what today's project looks like. Okay, so here's today's project. Isn't this card beautiful? I absolutely love how this card turned out, and I cannot wait to share with you how to create it, and I cannot wait to mail these. It's just a gorgeous card. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how I created this beautiful thank you card. Okay, so I'm starting with a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I will have all of the measurements for this project over on my coordinating blog post at QuitaBugHandmaids.com. I have a link to that blog post just below this video in the description notes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started stamping. So I'm going to start by bringing in my basic black ink. This is the archival ink, and I'm going to stamp the first layer of that flower image. Now, the important thing to know about the What I Love stamp set is it's a 3-step stamp set. So each of the stamps has one of these little tabs. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little tab, and it's to help you get perfect placement each time. So wherever you have that tab on your block, you want to line all your other stamps up with the tab in the same position so that you can stamp your images correctly. So for all of my stamps, I have the tab at the top. I hope that makes sense. It'll make more sense as we stamp. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up in my basic black, and I'm going to stamp it first in the lower left-hand corner, and I've got the tab pointing up. I'm going to press really well because this is a photopolymer stamp. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to ink again, and I'm going to stamp it tab up again, sort of in the upper right corner, but I'm leaving a space between the two flowers, so right about here. Okay, not bad. I'm going to go ahead and put my basic black away for now. And next I'm going to bring in, this is Smoky Slate. I'll go ahead and open that up, and I'm going to also bring in some scratch paper. And I'm bringing in the second stamp. I've got my tab up. I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp off. And with my tab up, I'm going to stamp on. And I'm going to have perfect placement of that Smoky Slate. So ink, stamp off, and then stamp on again, tab up. Perfect. You can put that away. Okay, now I'm going to bring in Bermuda Bay. I love this color combination. And I'm stamping the third stamp, tab up, and I'm going to stamp in Bermuda Bay at full strength. So I'm just lining this up. Perfect. And then again, tab up, just lining that up. Perfect. Okay, we can put that away. Okay, now I'm going to bring in Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to do some of the green pieces, leaf pieces from that What I Love stamp set. So I'm going to bring back my scratch paper for just a minute in case I go off my paper. And I'm going to bring in the larger leaf from the stamp set, ink that up, and I want this kind of coming out of the middle of the two flowers. Okay, perfect. That's all I want with that one. Now I've got the double leaf stamp. I'm going to ink that up. And I want one of these leaves, one of these images right here. Perfect. And then I want to do it again right down here. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put that ink away. Looks pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I also stamped this flower on some scratch Whisper White, and I just hand cut it out. I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back. Okay, I'm going to put this in between my two flowers, right about there. Press that down. Looks good. And next I'm going to bring in the thank you from the What I Love stamp set, and again my basic black ink, and I'm going to ink this up. And then remember, when you're stamping with a really small delicate stamp like this, you want to do it's little stamp, light pressure. So let's see if I can get that right. I'm going to stamp right about here. Hope that's straight. Not bad. Okay. Okay, we can set this aside. I want to do a little bit more stamping, so I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to bring in my card base. This is some smoky slate cardstock. Again, all of the measurements are over on my blog at LaQuitaBugHandmades.com. Don't worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. Give it a nice tight crease. And I'm going to bring back my scratch paper again, lay this down, bring in my smoky slate ink, and I'm going to stamp the floral image from the Birthday Blossom stamp set just across the top of my card base. I just wanted a little interest on here. And I'm going to be rotating this around as I stamp just to get kind of a variety in my placement. So let's start right here. Okay. Let's do it again like this. Okay. And then one more time like this. Perfect. Looks good. Okay, we'll put that away. Put that away. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I don't know if that's ink. Okay, anyways. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some of our basic black baker's twine. And I'm going to just lay a piece right here. And I've got some Scotch tape. I'm just going to put a little piece of tape right here. And I am going to wrap this around twice. Okay, around the front of my card. So I'm going to come up, come across, go over here, come back across. I'm just going to lay this down, put another piece of tape, I guess right about here, should be okay, and we'll just cut this off. Okie dokie. And what I'm going to do now is start layering my pieces for my stamped image. Okay, so I've got a piece of basic black and Bermuda Bay. I am going to add my basic black to the Bermuda Bay with Fast Fuse, and I'm actually going to put it on kind of at an angle, so like this. Perfect. And then I'm going to add my stamped layer right on top as well. Okay, that looks good. So right there, I love how that looks not being completely straight. So I'm going to turn that over and again add dimensionals. Okay, I've got my dimensionals added, and I'm just going to bring in my card base, and I'm going to add this sort of off to the right, not all the way, but just slightly, right about there. Should be good. Make sure it's straight. Looks good. Perfect. I love it. And then the last step is I have a layer for the inside of the card, and I've gone ahead and also stamped the flower and the leaves on that, and I'm going to add that with Fast Fuse. And there we go. That finishes this card. Isn't it so pretty? I love how this card turned out. So let me bring back my original. There we go. So I hope you guys loved today's tutorial. I had a great time designing this card, and thank you again so much for shopping with me during the month of March. I truly appreciate you guys. You mean so much to me. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, because I will have a video tutorial that reveals the thank you gift that goes along with this card. Also, head on over to my website at LaQuitaBugHandmaids.com so you can check out some up-close photos of today's project, as well as order supplies to create your own. Okay, thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye now.